Tiana, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do another serious discussion style video about social media. I have
Christian, what's good?
And Artie.
And yeah, so these are my participants. You haven't seen Christian, he's new, but you've seen Artie on my spicy ramen challenge video of getting down. You should get down. So, okay. Has social media corrupted the structure of our friendships, and has it inhibited us from true/authentic reactions or interactions? I can start out.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. So I believe that it's 50-50 with social media. Social media has allowed us to connect way faster and way easier. Say you didn't know someone and they friend you on social media, you get to know what they're about, and maybe you guys become friends in real life. Social media can definitely pose a lot of conflict as well, especially when it comes to the confidence level that people have attained by being behind a keyboard, so they're just more comfortable with expressing their opinions, and sometimes they're dumb opinions, and they're just, I don't know, you just get to know people more in depth and what they really think, and sometimes that can kind of ruin your friendships, and it kind of ruin your drive to go out and continue to pursue any type of relationship with that person. Yeah, because you see that one side of them that they portray on social media, which may not be an authentic self, which poses another problem.
So, I guess for me, I think it's like 50-50 too. You know, I think like social media really has like broken down like that physical, like I don't need to meet you like in person. You know, I made so many friends off social media like that have met like in real life. But then there's also like, people who are like trolls online, you know what I'm saying? Like people will be subtweeting. And then you also have friends who like, like Instagram friends, but like they won't say hi to you in the hallways, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really awkward to find like, again, it's a balance, like I've met people online that have became like very close friends of mine, and then I've had friends who I met online that I still haven't talked to, but I see them like maybe every other day, you know what I'm saying? So like, I think that's one thing, but I also think like one thing is really taken away from is like being aware, you know what I'm saying? Like if you ever go to like dinner and everybody's on their phone, I just try to imagine like how it was like in the 80s or something, or the 90s, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone was forced to talk, you know what I'm saying? Like nobody, like you look at your pager, you know what I'm saying? And you see it's like that's all, you gotta go to.
It's just one.
But now it's like people get lost on their phones for like no reason, you know what I'm saying? So
it wasn't that long ago where phones and social media wasn't really a thing. Us specifically, millennials, grew up in a time, or not even millennials our age and older, grew up in a time where social media wasn't like that poppin'. Like I didn't get my first phone until I was in like 5th grade. I didn't get a MySpace till I was in like middle school or whatever. But social media didn't have a heavy influence at first on our lives. So I feel like we still have some type of like humbleness to us, because we understand what life was like. We lived and we remember what life was like prior to social media. So I feel like we're more likely to kind of like get ourselves out of that mode of being social media minded, because I feel like there's a lot of people who think, breathe, speak, talk social media, and their brains have been warped so much by being on Twitter all day that like they don't even know who they are anymore.
yeah.
So yeah,
I feel like, bouncing off what you guys were saying, it is kind of 50-50. Like I do see the benefits of being able to hit up your friend or family member pretty quick on social media, or just comment on something they did or something they said and be like, oh, that's kind of funny, like, and have everybody else see it. But at the same time, you get FOMO, fear of missing out, and I feel like we compare each other. We more so compare each other to our friends nowadays, like what they're doing every minute. Like Snapchat, you could see what somebody's doing like
it kind of sets unrealistic standards, right? For friendships,
and
especially with friendship goals.
And it's just like, oh my god, someone's doing this, like, oh, I need to see what's up or see what they're doing. And it's just like, when in reality, how often are you going to talk to that person just because they went to a concert that you like, you just hit them up, but in reality you're talking to them because you're somewhat jealous of it because you didn't go. And so you have a fear of missing out, FOMO, but on top of that, you have some type of build within you to like, I want to go out and do this, which does bring about competition, but it's just like, is it just to really stunt and just to really shine on like what you really have, or is it to have fun? Or do you just want to show everybody else and your friends that you're having a good time?
Yeah.
When in reality, you may be broke at home.
For me, it's both. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm having fun, and you don't need to know that I'm having fun.
Days I be broke, you ain't got to know.
Right, exactly.
Social envy, that's like a big thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think people are really like, nowadays, it's not really like, look, like, hey, like, I'm having so much fun. It's more of like, hey, look what I'm doing, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look at all the fun I'm having. Instead of like, you know what I'm saying? There's a difference between, like, you know, wanting to show people and showing off. It's very different. You know, between like, it's kind of like the same things like being a selfish person or feeling a selfish way, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of those two ways to compare, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like people's, you know, it's not really healthy. I feel like when you go on every day and you look at people having a blast with their life, and then like you're in finals and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like you got finals and everybody's at Six Flags.
It allows us to set unrealistic standards for ourselves. Like I mentioned briefly, friendship goals on the internet. It's people are actually setting their standards at that, and if their friendship is not reaching that level, then it's like, what kind of friend are you? And people are actually getting emotional over it. So it's kind of just like not allowing people to have these organic thoughts about their own relationships and friendships and how they would like to conduct themselves. It's like the internet is telling you, like, this is what a friendship is, and you're like, yeah, that's what it is. I don't have that. So you feel like you have to fill this void and search for this. Oh, sorry, I'm a retainer in, so I spit.
I've got my spit everywhere.
I hate this.
It's okay, guys.
But yeah. Go.
No, I really like what you said, because, okay, here we go. All right, so like, that's all I needed to hear. So like, basically, like, I think people, like, they only post up the, you know, your perfect version of yourself, you know what I'm saying? You only post, like, when you look fleek that day, you know what I'm saying? You're having a good day, like, you having fun, but like, what we don't realize is like, all of the, like, the realness we're missing out on, you know what I'm saying? Like, these people argue, you know what I'm saying? These people get mad, these people, like, are stressing too, you know what I'm saying? We only see, like, the perfect, and I don't think that's a good standard to have, you know what I'm saying? Especially, like, with, like, these relationship goals, you know what I'm saying, that we see now. Like, all these unreal, like, fucking, what is it, sad bae, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Like, all these, like, norms are, like, really clouding, especially, like, oh, she took 20 minutes to message me back, so I'm gonna take 20 minutes to message her back. You know what I'm saying? It's like this new kind of like games that are set nowadays with like this social media. I really feel like, you know, you lose some authenticity to the, I guess, the pressure of the norm of social media. You know what I'm saying?
And before it was the entertainment business, and now social media is kind of like taking that over.
Yeah,
it was the entertainment business that set our standards for us, specifically standards of beauty and how to conduct yourself in life. And now we're just being exposed to the lives of celebrities now. Like, we can actually go on Snapchat and see what DJ Khaled with Big Sean is doing. And we're just like, damn, I'm not living like that. Really. So I need to strive for that. And that is a good thing, because it does give you ambition and drive to go out and do something better. But at the same time, like, reach your own personal best.
It's that 50-50 balance.
Yeah.
I think like what you said in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, it's fine 50. Because like, I was just talking about like how it could be envious, but then I just saw this 20-year-old is like stunning with like a C-Class AMG Mercedes. I'm like, fuck, like, what am I doing with my life? You know what I'm saying? So it's exactly, bro, you know, like, I gotta get out of school, I gotta get on whatever. So.
Yeah. It's just hard, especially when you're going on social media to make friends. It's possible, it's doable. Like you said, you did make friends off social media that you have like long term. But it's just definitely, you have to be able to eventually get to a more authentic interaction though. Because like you said, people put their best selves out there. So that's all you're gonna see, and that's gonna be your perception of them, because you don't really know. But if you allow yourself, to meet online and chat it up or whatever, but you have to eventually get to that authentic interaction to determine whether this friendship will go the mile or not.
Yeah, for real.
Because you just befriending people based off of their image, basically.
For real.
And that's boring.
I think it's just like really what I've been focusing on is like being aware, you know what I'm saying? Like being aware and like being in the moment, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a difference. There's like this proverb, this is like a Chinese proverb, like where this king, like he sends out his son into the forest, right? And then he's like, after like a year, he comes back and the king was like, yo, like what'd you hear? He's like, yo, I saw the sunrise. I saw the sunrise, and the water was nice, and I could hear like the feathers. But he's like, yo, like you didn't really get the awareness that I need you to. So he's like, go back out into the forest for another year. So then he came back, and then that's when he passed the test. He's like, I heard the feathers of the butterfly flapping, you know what I'm saying? Like I heard the water rushing down the stream. And I feel like that's something that we lost touch of today, you know what I'm saying? Like really being like aware and in the moment, you know what I'm saying? Because it's so easy like to just get on your phone, in like 15 minutes and then it's just like, you disconnect. Like there's like that flow, that flowing pattern, and it just gets off. You gotta start over with people.
Definitely, especially when there's these artificial environments that are created. Virtual reality, there's nothing wrong with it. I experienced it this weekend. That shit was crazy. But I'm saying people are creating these artificial environments for us to live in, but you cannot forget the world around you and the beauty. It sounds so cliche, but there's so much beauty in the world. Just the trees planted in the ground, the sun rising and the sun setting, and you have to stop and you have to stop and smell the fucking roses, basically.
Exactly.
Don't forget. Enjoy your online, enjoy social media, and take all that you have, all that you can out of it. But just don't forget the real world around you. And don't neglect your relationships.
Yeah. Don't neglect.
And I think you also could lose sense of self, like once it starts getting into your head. Like I've known like plenty of girls, like I was doing photography. And like, Instagram models, like they completely lose touch of themselves, like they get caught up in this like, exactly, getting thousands of likes, getting thousands of followers. I'm not saying like it's a wrong thing, but I think when you lose your personality, you know what I'm saying, and you lose a sense of self, like losing awareness, of who you are, and then it gets to your head that you're something else. I think that's when, like the fugaziness, like losing grip of reality,
Build your brand online for sure, but don't forget who you are, who you were before you started building that brand.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
I think it's just like finding that balance, you know what I'm saying? Like staying original to who you are. Because I think we've done like plenty of bad talk about social media, but like I met G, like I really started talking to G from like social media, you know what I'm saying?
Instagram.
Yeah. Like I really started talking to people, and like, without social media, I might not have the same friends I have today. So like, it's not like I want to take it back, like butterfly effect, you know what I'm saying? Like I lose so many friends. I don't know what my life would be like with today, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm gonna keep up with it too.
Exactly, that you keep up with current and you keep up with friends, but I think long as you use it for the right reasons and right intentions, like it all starts with your heart, like, you know what I'm saying? Then like it's identity and then actions and then your feelings, So like, it's just like that should go.
That's very true. I mean, also, if you ever feel like posting on social media, like, oh, I'm gonna go out somewhere, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you always see all these celebrities posting like, I'm in the Cayman Islands, I'm in Florida, I'm in New York, I'm in the Bahamas, and you feel like you just want to go out and be somewhere, but you feel like you don't have any money or something like that. Just reach out, go to a park, take a picture, and be like, hey, I'm outside, I'm just doing something, and then even just posting that. And having your actual friends see that, being like, hey, that's pretty nice, like I should do that. And just remind them that there's a world out there. Like even while they're trapped in social media, remind them that there's a world outside of social media, just besides the exotic world that exists. Because that's really what I feel like social media and the internet is. It's just an emphasis, a hyperbolic emphasis on everything in the world that's just like, do this now. Like it's just immediate.
It just gives you so much anxiety, right?
Yeah, and it's
especially going online and seeing all the things that people are doing. You're just like, damn, like what can I? Like you were saying, like what can I do right now?
What can I do right now? I need to go
You're just
out
like
and do
getting anxiety,
something.
right? Or like you could be satisfied with just chilling, like if you just let yourself.
There's like mad Insta mommies who are like all their selfies are in their room. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't step outside their room and like. It's just the mirror.
Or the gym.
Yeah, the mirror in the gym.
The gym.
Like
the on the sink.
Yeah, exactly. The same sink. That's, like the same bathroom mirror.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's not true. You know what I'm saying? Like just getting out and experiencing the world is like, because like at a certain point it gets to like when you check the fridge. You know what I'm saying? Like you keep on checking the fridge when there's no food, but you keep checking the fridge. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like the same thing. Like you keep on logging into social media every 10 minutes. And it's like nobody's gonna hit you in those 10 minutes and make like, or like you're not really waiting for anything.
And like with coming back to social media, it's just like having friends on social media. First off, you are your own best friend, so it's like at the end of the day, you're gonna have you. Post the things that you know you would look back on, or talk about things you would look back on and be like, yeah, I'm proud of that, or yeah, that was funny to me. Like things that reflect you, as opposed to things that reflect something else or somebody else in the world. Like even if you're feeling angry at somebody, don't say, oh man, I'm hella mad at this, and just sneak diss them on Facebook or something. Like don't even say that. Like if you think that, you might as well not even post, because that's just putting negativity out into the world. And then your friend might think, oh, was that post about me? Like I just talked to them today. Like, that they may be referencing me, but they may be like trying to like express themselves, but they just want to.
But that's crazy how that's an actual thought, because social media is literally like shifting our culture as millennials. And I guess baby boomers, Generation X, but they don't really know. So, as millennials, social media is literally shifting our culture. Someone from Generation X may not know the importance or significance of someone liking your photo, or understand what sliding in your DMs is. Like, we literally have coined so many terms from social media that we apply to our everyday life. I'm guilty. I don't care. But I'm just saying, like, how social media is greatly affecting our culture, and it's going to only affect our culture more and more from here on out. It's like you need to stay woke. Like for real, like just know what social media, what the aim is for social media. It is to manipulate and change your mind, change how you think, make you more of a consumer, and make you want to live this exotic lifestyle. Just be aware of what social media is trying to do to you and live your life.
I really like that. I like what you said earlier too. Like I think it all starts with like loving yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I think where people get slip is like looking for love on social media. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like trying to find like affection, people wanting you on social media. But it really starts with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't. How you gonna love other people if you don't have love to love yourself? You know what I'm saying? Love starts with self. So.
It's hard to conduct yourself in a relationship if you don't love yourself.
Yeah, exactly, and I think that's in life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
life,
you need love for yourself to step into the unknown. You need love for yourself to like make relationships with people.
To have confidence to claim a position or job.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? For everything and anything, you need love, and I feel like you also need to like step into the unknown. You know what I'm saying? Another big part of the blessing of this shit.
That's like the biggest fear.
Yeah. Stepping into
fear what you don't know.
Like Interstellar. I just read a study that shows that people like. I guess the average user touches their phone like in terms of taps like 1,000 times a day. The quotes are not right, but what I'm getting to will be right. But like the people who touch their phone as like 2 to 5 times as much are stressed more. So like being on your phone is already correlated to like higher stress when you overuse it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just adding more stress into I guess your stressful life.
Yeah.
If you keep on going on your phone, you're not disconnected. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like have you ever like floated past a day and just been like, damn, like
what did I do?
You know what I'm saying?
No, totally. In those days I had to make myself go on a walk, because I definitely get caught up for sure online and social media, and I'm like, let me go outside real quick. Like even today, I've been just doing emails, I've been like watching YouTube videos, I did this. I have not stepped one foot outside. So after this I'm gonna go on a walk to hopefully catch the sunset.
Yeah, walks are hella good. Walks are hella good for the health.
Get that vitamin D.
Yeah.
And that O2.
I think what's also great too is to help kind of not compare yourself to everybody else's. I know definitely when I wake up every day, if I don't work in the morning, I check my phone and I'm on my phone for at least 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour, just watching videos, just
before you
scrolling.
even step out of your
Before
bed.
I even step out of my bed, I'm just scrolling. And I bet you, like, I don't know, probably 40% of millennials probably do that if they don't have to get up in the morning and go to work or
Terrible
school.
habit.
And it's a very terrible habit because you're starting off your day with comparing yourself to everybody else. One, you're getting envious. You're getting upset. That's already creating stress. And you feel like you want to get out. You feel like you need to, like, I need to do this, I need to do that, and whatnot. But you just know that you have all these setbacks. And it just creates more and more stress. It's just a snowball effect, and it turns into an avalanche. And that's just the start of your day. That's probably within the first hour and a half of your day. And within opening your eyes and just seeing like, oh, if I have any notifications, or even if like, oh, let's see what everybody else is doing today. Well, have you asked yourself, what are you doing today?
Yeah.
Have you asked yourself, like, maybe I'll bike today, maybe I'll do this, and like, if a friend hits me up, like, maybe I'll decide to go do this. But just rely on yourself throughout the entire day. Don't rely on your phone to make plans because not everybody else is in the same plan as you. You have to make your own plans because you're your own person.
It was crazy you said that. I actually did a challenge where like I try to not check my phone until I ate breakfast, like after I ate breakfast. And like I try to read and like just do like substitute your time, you know what I'm saying? Like imagine if like you spent like that hour like reading or checking the news or like hitting up a friend instead that you haven't talked to in a minute, you know what I'm saying? Like all these, like it's crazy how much time we put into our phone like we put towards otherwise, you know what I'm saying? And you know, just getting off your phone, like, you know, before you sleep too, you know what I'm saying? Like before you sleep, like you're in bed, just like, you know, I guess finishing off your day, you know, getting the last dose.
Some people get to the point where they can't fall asleep unless they check their social media.
Exactly,
And
yeah.
that's the problem.
Like first thing you wake up and like reach for is like your phone, you know what I'm saying? Like where's my phone? Or like, you know, like when you go to sleep, it's like, yo, is my phone plugged in? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Did you know that the colors in our social media apps are specifically designed to keep us awake because they have lighter blue tones?
Yeah.
So that we actually stay awake on our phones longer to scroll through them.
You know, it's crazy. Like Instagram, you know what? Like, this is a whole different shit. But like, it's very interesting because like, for instance, like on Mario Kart, you know, you maxed out at 9,099 points, right?
Mm-hmm.
When social media, they make these algorithms so they keep you in the longest. You know, it's no longer a man-made kind of score, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like algorithms that are keeping us in, you know what I'm saying? Algorithms that are finding like the most hottest things. Like
it's designed to fit you too.
Exactly.
That's the scariest thing.
Exactly,
It's just like
bro.
it takes your trends of what you're looking at and multiplies that, keeps you scrolling, keeps you looking down. Like I spend like, and we also get like how much of our news and information from social media. Like I just scroll Twitter. Oh look, this person died. Oh look, this person won an Oscar. Oh look, like you know.
Yo,
and
fake
just,
news.
fake news.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole
nother
thing.
But I have another question about whether social media is taking away our individualism, like as people. Like, are you still yourself after being warped by social media? Does it allow you to be that? Or are people forming themselves with pieces of social media? But like you said, you have those Instagram moms.
I think there's a fine balance, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I for sure, like, I don't say like I've completely jog people's style, but I take from people's flavor, you know what I'm saying? I mean, like, I feel off people's flavor, I'm like, well, I like that. Like,
but you decide.
Exactly, but at the end of the day, like, I take that flavor, I make it mine, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's up to me at the end of the day. I put out who I am, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't try to take from you and add it to me. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'll take from you, but like, I like stir it up, you know what I'm saying?
Stir it up a little bit,
stir it up with the wrist, and then I'm making myself, you know what I'm saying? So I think it's just like based on the individual, you know what I'm saying?
Any last comments or anything that you guys want to leave people on the note of? Maybe like a tip to give them or advice or something for our generation? Or the generations that got us fucked.
I'd say like love yourself, be yourself. You're cool no matter what nobody tells you. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no definition in what cool is. Cool is what you think it is. So you should be cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So love yourself. You know, don't give a fuck about like what people think about you. You know, don't give too many fucks about what you think about other people. But just
that's the main thing.
You know, just like focus on you and be happy for other people. You only put love out in the world. You know what I'm saying? Don't put another troll ass, hating ass shit.
Don't put out too much negativity.
Yeah.
Troll ass,
Yeah.
hating ass, fuck ass. But I got something to say to Generation X and the baby boomers. Millennials are social media brain people, but we are smarter than you, okay? Just kidding. But social media is not completely a bad thing, is what I want to leave everyone on the note of. But don't be afraid, or actually not don't be afraid, don't prevent yourself from experiencing life, like we mentioned before. Go out, smell the fucking roses, and that's it. I'm about to go watch the sunset, so do what you please, and don't get caught inside of your vampire cave in your room. We're stuck in bed all day. It's so easy to get sucked into that. Don't do it.
Just have fun, be an individual, be just you. Whatever makes you laugh, whatever makes you feel like you're actually being yourself throughout the day. Throw a paper ball into the trash can. Record a 3-second video that's just like you doing a funny ass face, and just make yourself laugh throughout the day. Make yourself feel good, and just yeah, don't be afraid to put that out, because you are you, and nobody else is like you. So if you're weird, if you're geeky, if you're nerdy, if you're cool, it doesn't matter. It's just be you.
Hell yeah, I'm awkward as fuck, but I don't give a fuck. Okay? And thank you guys for participating in my video today. I really appreciate it. You guys had some great input. So I'm glad and I'm excited for editing this. And thank you guys for watching. And please continue to watch.
Subscribe,
and please, yes,
like
yes,
below, comment
yes,
your shit.
yes.